Ian here with Touratech USA, and we're going to install the lower crash bars for the R1200GS water-cooled. You'll need some Torx, some Allens, a couple of open-end wrenches, some Loctite, and some anti-seize to complete this install. It's important to remember to apply anti-seize to the bolts that will be threading into nylock nuts for this installation. The first step is mounting the crossbar in the frame of the motorcycle. Use a spacer and one of the Allen head M8 bolts on either side. Now we're going to install the lower brackets for the crash bars. First, you have to remove the most forward lower engine mount bolt, and then reinstall with this plate in place here using the original bolt at the back and the button head bolt at the front with this spacer included. I like to use Loctite on both bolts in this position. We have to pre-install this Delrin plastic spacer for the upper rear mount on the crash bar. To do that, you use the long button head M8 bolt, this special cut down washer, a large washer, and an M8 nylock nut. Be sure to put plenty of anti-seize on this bolt, thread it up through the crash bar, put the spacer over the top of the bolt. Now use the special cut washer to go into the slot and the M8 nylock nut. And just do this one up finger tight. Do the same for the crash bar on the other side. Make sure you install these O-rings onto the Delrin spacer by rolling them over the top and snapping them into the grooves. To make the installation easier, use some lubrication just to spray onto these O-rings so that they slide into the frame. Now we install the crash bar onto the bike, sliding this spacer into the upper engine mount hole on the frame and making sure that this front attachment point comes in below the crossbar we installed. Just like that. Now we install the two short M8 button head bolts, and on the back side use M8 nylock nuts and these two washers. Be sure to install plenty of anti-seize on the bolt before tightening them. Now install these two M6 bolts at the front. Be sure to use plenty of anti-seize on these ones. Gently thread on the nuts at the bottom. Now we'll do the same on the other side. All right, now that the crash bars are loosely installed, we can tighten all the bolts, starting with the ones that go directly to the motorcycle. Okay, now the crash bars are tight and we're ready to go ride.